Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Halloween. An escalation contract from Hitman 2 has just been released in Hitman 3, The Mills Reverie. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another look at it, because when I first played this, I was a lowly level agent, killed a whole bunch of people, didn't even get the Silent Assassin. So we got to do it properly this time. Level 1, all we need to do is knock out Orson with the spooky bat and get to an exit. So that's what we're going to do. The bat is by the bed, just as you wake up. Orson is wandering around. He'll actually wander to each grave site. He does have a set route, which is quite nice, but we'll just knock him out and run to an exit. Just be aware that every single target on this, every single person, NPC on this map is hostile to you, so just need to make sure that we're not spotted by anyone. The first level of this one is very easy, so is the second level. It's exactly the same. We've got one more thing to do, but anyway, so we've done that one. Number 36, not too bad. Alright, level 2. They don't tell you anything else. We'll bring along a crowbar. We don't need it, but we'll bring it. Oh, it doesn't need to be a crowbar, any sort of melee weapon. And yeah, and some coins, and that's really it. So what we need to do is, again, find the spooky bat. It's no longer by the bed. The spooky bat is now in the middle of the map, guarded by a few guys, so we need to go and grab that, and then we need to go and knock out Orson with it. Once we've knocked him out, his body will actually teleport somewhere else, and we need to do something else to him. That's the second part of this level 2. So we're just going to sneak all the way to Orson, or to the bat first, and then we'll knock Orson out. He actually teleports to the top of the roof, and we just need to push him off, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll just wait here. As you can see, there's a guard to the left. He will turn around. Once he has, you can see the bat when you use instinct. We'll just run to the bat now, just crouch and move slowly, and you can grab the bat without even this guy seeing you. So we'll just grab that. Orson's to our left. So if you just throw the bat into these shrubs, Orson will hear it and he'll come to you. Now just be aware that this guy in front of us, he's going to stand there for a while. Once he's turned around, then we can knock out Orson. If you do it too soon, he'll spot you. Alright, so he's knocked out. You can see on the roof that Orson has now appeared up there. So we need to find our way to the top of the house, and we've been given our next objective: push Orson off the roof. So we'll head up there now. The guards on the top floor are still where they are, but we do need to take this guy out, because he'll see us push Orson if we don't. So we'll take him out, and now we just wait for these guys to start their conversation, and then we can move on. Just stay crouched and they won't spot you. We'll push Orson off. See you, buddy. Whoa. And now we've been given our next objective: sacrifice Orson to the circle of weeping angels. So we just have to get off the roof now. Relatively simple. Using your coin that you bought, we just create a distraction and run for the stairs.
Gotta look into that. I owe you one.
Acknowledged.
So we'll head back down the stairs. Now, we've pushed Orson off, but there is a strategically placed mattress underneath. So he hasn't died, he's just knocked himself out. So what we need to do now is just go and find his body and drag him to the circle. Now, there are 2 guards guarding the circle, so we're just going to leave Orson where he is for the moment, and we're just going to take care of this guard. He's always standing here. He does drop a weapon, so make sure you pick that up as well. And we'll just drag his body and we'll hide him in the shrubs over here. And then there is also another guard that walks to the circle, stands for a moment, and then leaves. So we'll just wait for him to do his rotation, and then we'll drag Orson into the circle. We don't need to actually do anything, just drag his body and yeah, just leave it inside the circle of candles, and that's it. We'll just run to the exit, and that is level 2 complete. Okay, level 3. Everything's the same, except we've got one more objective, which is to pacify or eliminate every single guard on the map. So what we need to do for that, I just bring along some sort of melee weapon, and I also bring along the tranquilizer pistol. Now, you don't need it, but there are 2 guards standing over a hole, and for whatever reason, they kept seeing me, spotting me, just figuring out my shenanigans. So you know what, I'm just going to trank them, make it nice and easy. So like I say, there's 24 guards. Most of them you can just knock them out and leave them where they are, but there are a few bodies that we're going to need to hide. Also need to be aware that some of these guards are superhuman. They can spot you, like, I don't know, you just walk, you sneak up behind them, and just for whatever reason they know exactly where you are. So we'll get to them, but just these first guards, they're nice and easy. So we'll knock these 2 out. Once he starts walking off, the other guy's going to turn around, and we can just knock him out, and then we can run off and knock the next guy. Now our next guard after this one, he stands exactly where he is until you're about a meter away from him. When you reach that meter, he will do a 90-degree turn to the left, and he got me. He got me the first time, I won't lie. So make sure you approach him from behind, nice and sneaky like, and we'll just bop him and move on. Okay, so for the next few, we're just going to zigzag our way through the beach. There's quite a bit of running in this, but you know what, we want to make it nice and easy, nice and safe. Because 47's got a massive pumpkin on his head, his peripherals are blurred, and we just have to get through this. So there's a guard wandering in the sand dunes over here, so we'll knock him out. He is one of the super hairy guys, so for whatever reason you need to crouch quite far away, and he might just turn around and spot you. So the next one, we'll head to this guy. We need to knock him out, otherwise he will spot our next 2 targets. He kind of does this weird turn and you get seen. So we'll knock him out. We'll knock this guy out. And then this last guy, again, he's got superhuman hearing, but if you crouch, you should be good. Alright, 8 of 24. This next target, we need to hide his body. He's not always seen, but sometimes the guards just kind of turn on a funny angle and he's spotted. So we'll just throw the crowbar at him. Leave his weapon there. Make sure you pick up your crowbar again. Drag him into the shrubs, and we'll move on to the next ones. So these next 2 is where I use the tranquilizer pistol. You can use a coin or whatever if you want, but like I say, these guys are facing each other, and you throw the coin, and sometimes just for whatever reason they spot you. So we'll trank them, and these two bodies must be hidden. Same with their weapons, because eventually Orson ends up in that hole, and if the bodies are there, that's it. Game over. Silent Assassin is done. And that happened to me, and I was very upset because I had got all 24 targets down, and then Orson bloody messes it up, the big bongo. Alright. So now, directly in front of us is where the spooky bat is. So we're just going to wait here. Orson is just to the left, you can spot him. He's going to wander past. There's also going to be a guard who is going to wander and stand underneath the crucified pumpkin man. Once he has turned around, we can now make our move for this guard. And the one who is in front of us by the tree, again, we're going to need to hide his body. Because the guard who's wandering towards us, he's actually going to be the last or the second to last guard that we actually take out. So again, as soon as he turns around, we can make a move for this tree. We'll actually knock the guard out first and hide his body, and then we'll pick up the bat. Now this is one of those guards who is on a funny angle, and you can very easily be spotted by him when you're doing the subdue from behind, so it's just easy to just throw it at him. Alright, so we'll leave his body here, pick up the spooky bat. Now we're going to go and find Orson. Head to the left there he is. Just be aware that there are a couple of the guards out and about, so we'll just crouch through all these shrubs. Now this is a dodgy one. The guard that is standing by Orson here, I have had Orson spot his body twice, and then other times not spot his body. So what I made sure I did was knock out this guard and then knock out Orson very quickly so he doesn't spot you or spot the body, but you have to make sure that you're using the bat. So knock this guy out, throw the bat at Orson, and now he's going to teleport up to the roof like last time. There's one more guard by this tree, so we'll just knock him out. Can leave his body there. Doesn't really matter. We will hide it though, but you can leave it there. He's not spotted. So we're at 14 of 24, so there's 10 to go. There's one more guard in this area. So we're just going to sneak past and get him. He's just to the left by these trees. Bonk. Cool. Right, so that's everyone outside the house except for the two guards by the Circle of Angels, which we had to deal with last time, but we're going to do that right at the end. So this guard is going to leave this area, leaving his friend standing by the swimming pool. We're just going to knock him out. Boing! And we will hide his body, just in case, for whatever reason, the guard turns around and wanders back this way before we get a chance to do what we need to do. Alright, so we don't need the bat anymore, so you can leave that wherever you want. If you just sneak past these guards, they will hear you, but they won't see you, so they'll turn their backs to you now, and you can just leap over this ledge and hide in the garden.
Nothing here.
Pull out a coin so we can distract them. Make sure that the coin lands on the other side of the fence, because what that's going to do is make one of the guards wander around there, and it's going to give us enough time to knock out the first guy and then throw the crowbar at his mate.
Okie dokie.
So as soon as he starts moving, knock him out and then throw that bonk through the wall. Amazing 47, amazing. Okay, so that is all the guards outside. What are we at? 18 of 24. So there's one guard inside. So what we're going to do is just head in through the front door. And he's going to have his back to you, and you can just knock him out. Bonk. Now there's one guard on the veranda, or the walkway outside. He doesn't actually start moving until you move through those doors. So now he started moving. We'll just knock him out. Bonk. Now up here, super dodgy. I don't know how I made it through unseen, but I did. But just create a distraction with these two guards however you see fit. And you will need to knock them both out, obviously. See, somehow he saw through the wall and he saw me, and I had to just make a run for it. Usually I would just like restart, but I thought, you know what? Let's try and make this happen. He's either going to walk towards me or away from me, and we'll see what happens. And oh, he walks towards me, and I got to run for it. Oh shit! Go, go, go! Alright, those guards are fine. Let's just knock them out to be safe, because we do not want them watching me push Orson off the roof, because that would just be frustrating. We're at 20 of 24. We'll knock this guy out. Knock out his mate. Bonk. Bonk. Bonkety bonk. Alright, so that's 22 of 24 guards out. We've still got Silent Assassin. We'll push Orson off. And now what we have to do is exactly the same as level 2. We have to sacrifice him to the Circle of Weeping Angels. Now just remember that there still are 2 guards down here, and we need to get rid of them, but nice and easy. One of them's just standing there, and the other one's going to be wandering away from you by now. So we'll just give him the old 1-2. So here's Orson here. The guard is just in front of us, so he's actually quite away from the other guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock him out. And we'll just leave his body there. And then we can just knock out his mate. And that's all 24 guards subdued. Silent Assassin still going strong. 47, you're a beast. Bonk. Okay, and this is what happened to me. So if you didn't hide those 2 guards by the hole that they were digging, Orson teleports to that hole and he spots their bodies, and it screws it all up for you. So we'll just leave Orson in the circle of candles. Wonk. Okay. Pick up the crowbar or anything that you can throw at Orson, because he's lying down now. And so you can't subdue him from behind, but we're just going to throw some sort of melee weapon at him. He is facing you right now, so make a wide berth and then you can just throw it at him from behind. What we need to do is bring Orson with us to the closet. So you can see the closet right there. Once Orson has been knocked out, we can drag his body to the closet, pop in ourselves, and that is the Mills Reverie complete. So guys, like always, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really appreciate it. Last time we did this, we made it. We got it finished, but we did not get Silent Assassin. We've done it this time. I am stoked. I'd love to see where I placed on the leaderboards. And yeah, if you're new here, make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the other escalation contracts as we make our way through the World of Assassination Trilogy. Oh my goodness, number 6. Stoked. Catch you next time. Ciao.